Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Adopter Youth Personal Development Session. It's good to have you on board. It's good to have you here. We have a very good session planned for this evening. And we know that what we do here on a Friday helps with the development of the total man, body, spirit, soul. And this Friday is no different because we have a presentation that we know is going to help tend up our experience. Since the COVID lockdown, since the COVID pandemic has affected the world, there are many things that have happened to cause a disruption in our day-to-day lifestyle and our day-to-day liberty. And sometimes coping is difficult. So at the Adopter Youth Foundation and many other organizations, we recognize it's important that we find tools to cope. Some people cope with stress by yamming. And in COVID, a lot of people put on some pounds. They found some pounds that they didn't even know was hiding in their house, hiding in their kitchen. And then all of a sudden, you have it carrying around. Well, during this time, we want to look on opportunities that can make us grow and develop. And we can even earn some money from it. So I am pleased this evening to introduce to us a speaker who is a past student of one of the greatest institutions in Jamaica, CC, aka Clarendon College. Right? He was on their track and field team back in early 2010. And in that period, he was in the semifinals of the boys 200 meters class 2. So you know that he would have run in front of people in my stadium. Right? He enjoys outdoor farming, which is pretty interesting for someone his age to enjoy outdoor farming, because he says that he's good with his hands, and you know he's just about doing things hands-on. He currently is finishing up a computer science degree at the University of the West Indies. And he has just a few more certifications to wrap that up. He has been previously employed at MRSL. I'm not sure what that stands for, but I'm sure he will tell us. He was a technical officer with the company. He was responsible for daily IT operations at the company. He is currently social media manager for Ken's Furniture, part-time, of course, because he's finishing up his degree. So he's taking care of his family business. And he partakes in a few freelance work, such as development and data analysis, network management, and to a lesser extent, computer repairs. His personal philosophy: the day we stop learning is the day we are no more used to the work. So he believes in continuous development. And to start each day, every morning, he does something that I would love to do one day when I grow up, a 20-minute run. Please help me welcome to the Adopter Youth Foundation, one of our very own, because he is a member of the Adopter Youth Foundation. Welcome, our presenter for this evening, Mr. Levar Farquaharson. Welcome.
All right, thanks, Richard, and thanks, guys, for having me. Today, I'm going to go ahead to share my screen now. So let me know when you guys are seeing it.
Yeah, so we're seeing your screen now.
All right. So for the abbreviation MRSL, it's Market Research Services Limited. I think the home of Down Anderson, so they're the one that carries out the polls and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. So thanks so much for joining me today. This is something that I remember I'm telling Jackie about this maybe about in March, April. It was some time ago. So I'm really happy that we were able to pull this off. It will be a somewhat short presentation. I'm just going to go ahead and share my experience that I've had in the process of getting certified and just learning, you know. And well, since the COVID, you know, everyone a lot of time on our hands. So when I started saying, hey, what could I do? You know, and I started to do my research, I realized that there wasn't much information out there. And to be told, Jamaica, I think I'm not Jamaica, in my view, we're somewhat behind as it relates to information technology, as it relates to the resources that's readily available and persons, you know. So I had to do it was extensive research, and then when I actually found the path, then I made a pledge to myself that, hey, you know, I'm going to try to help my fellow Jamaicans who are also interested in following this road, so to speak. So our topic is the COVID upgrade, and the subtopic is advancing our skills in information technology during COVID-19. So at any point in the presentation, if you're not hearing me, just let me know, okay, guys?
Okay,
Sure, we'll do.
sir.
Okay, great. All right, so our outline, first, we're going to talk about the benefits or reason to upskill yourself during the pandemic. I'm going to list the certifications which are available currently from Microsoft. Currently, because of the COVID-19, the pandemic, they're offering they're giving the certification at a discounted price. So I'm going to further along during the presentation, I'm going to talk more about that. Also, Google, they also have a few certifications which I know persons can benefit from, free of cost also. I'm also going to talk about web development. You know, everyone interacts with a website. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about what web development is and how persons can get into developing your own website. And also it could be for say a job. You could also freelance. Yeah. And also I'm going to do a demo. So I'm going to walk you guys through how you guys could go about I'm going to walk you guys through how you guys could go about selecting one of these certifications and the necessary steps which is involved. Okay. And lastly, we're going to have a question and answer. So you guys, any question you guys have, you could just put it to me there. Okay. All right. So what are the benefits of certifications? Anybody? Jackie, I can't really see the chat now, so you could just be my eyes now.
Sure, will do.
So what are the benefits of getting certified, of having certifications?
So somebody says you get higher paying jobs. Where's my chat?
Okay, that's a good one.
Let me see. And somebody says, oh, that was Jamelia Jones, by the way. Richard Lawrence is saying international recognition.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, those are the two so far.
Okay,
Can
great.
work all over the world. And then Delia is saying you are marketable.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are
All right, so
some of
okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and list a few that I found. Well, firstly, so it gives you the potential to progress within your chosen career. So for me, information technology, you know, the more, well, I wouldn't say the more certification you have, but you know, having a broad understanding of the field, that makes you somewhat marketable. It also boosts, as I mentioned just now, it also boosts your potential to get jobs. And a little insider, well, something that happened the other day, you know, when I started the certification, my certification journey, I made a promise that I won't be actively searching for jobs. And truth be told, since I've completed a few, I've had companies reaching out to me, offering me work. So, you know, this is something that actually works, and I can testify to that, okay? Also, you have an increased job security by staying relevant to the industry. So every month or every year, the different tech companies, they will have new products. Information technology is always evolving. Every year something new comes out, and we need support. Well, they need support. So having great knowledge in this area, it will be somewhat beneficial to the company and also for their customers. Okay. Also, research has shown that upskilling boosts your moral and productivity. With me, when I started, you know, it gave me, I learned to manage my time a bit better. And it also takes a bit somewhat self-discipline, because, you know, you're studying on your own and stuff like that. So it takes self-discipline, and if the feeling of starting something and then finish it, and then when upon doing the certification, everything is online. So, you know, passing the exam, it gives you some amount of what would I say now? Self-confidence. It boosts yourself, should be so, you know. All right, so I found this image here, same thing that we mentioned earlier. It enhance your work life. So basically, applying new skills can make you feel more satisfied and productive at work. It also inspire a career pivot. You may discover a new passion and may be inspired to pivot your career. You could also earn a raise. So new skills add to your value, demonstrate your worth, and earn a raise. And lastly, when I said that, it also improve yourself. Learning help us with personal and professional development. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and list a few discounted Microsoft certification exams. Currently, because of, as I mentioned earlier, because of the pandemic, the cost for these certification is just $15 US. Roughly, that's almost 2,500 Jamaican dollar. This is, well, but at first when I found this out, I was like, this can't be so, you know. And the general price for this certification is somewhat it ranges between 100 US to about 200 US. And currently, they're giving it because of the pandemic, they're giving it for $15 US. So that's almost maybe 2,500 Jamaican dollar. In my view, that's a win-win, you know. All right, so the first one is Microsoft 365. Most companies, they use Microsoft. It could be for their daily productivity. So Microsoft, they have a certification where it will teach about the different tools which is used within a company. So say, for example, you're employed at a company. It doesn't have to be technology. So you could be enrolled in the banking system, the school, wherever. Microsoft, they have a 365 certification currently, and it will just teach you about the different tools that Microsoft has, and so on. The next one is Microsoft Teams Administrator. So because of the COVID-19, majority of companies, they're not meeting physically anymore. So they're doing it via Zoom. Zoom is very popular, and also Microsoft Teams. So this certification that Microsoft has is they will teach individuals how to use Microsoft Teams, the different features which are available within Microsoft Teams. Also, we have Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. In the realm of information technology, cloud technology that's just the next big thing, right? Where they're moving away from having physical location. So they will say everything is now in the cloud. So, back then where, say for example, you're starting a business, you will go ahead and purchase a few computers, maybe a few servers, networking equipment, and so on and so forth. Now, everything is available within the cloud. And this certification from Microsoft, Azure Fundamentals, it gives you an introduction to what cloud computing is and the different resources which are available. I did this one I believe in March. And sometimes in life, nothing is perfect. I'm not gonna go ahead and say, oh, I did it at my first try. I failed this certification the first time I attempted. And it was disappointing, studying and stuff like that. And I'm a person where, like, someone, I think it was Friday ago, someone said, yo, how you go about, how you deal with failure? It's amazing. Yeah, so when the first time I attempted, I wasn't successful. The pass mark was, I believe it was 700. The exam is marked out of 900, and I think I got 650. So I failed by about maybe 50 marks there about. So I learned from my mistakes. I went again, I think maybe about 3 weeks, 2 weeks after, and I was successful, and that joy. So this one wasn't my first cert, and that joy, it just pushed me to do another one and then do another one. So the next one is I'm just listing a few where I know that you don't have to have a great knowledge of information technology or a lot about IT. These are just the basics where we believe this is just like a entry into the field. Microsoft Certified Power Platform Fundamentals. So this teaches you about analyzing data. I'm not sure if anyone is aware, alongside cloud computing, data analysis, big data, that's one of the major fields currently in information technology. So where company would want to know how you can analyze your data. And this stems from not just, well, I'm thinking like it stems across the different sectors. So, within the school, within the education system, within the transport system, wherever, data is something where people interact with daily. And this certification teaches you how to analyze the data. It also teaches you how to use charts, graphs, how to create dashboards, and so on and so forth. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Levar, before you go on, this certification, how long it took you to prepare for the exam?
All right, so everything is a self-paced exam. It's self-paced. So on average, it took me about maybe 6 weeks, thereabout, on average. On average, 6 weeks. For persons who are fairly new to it, they could take probably maybe 2 months.
And this, so they give you the material all at once, or you have sessions that you click and watch?
Yeah, you're correct. So it's you have session where you could go ahead, click on watch. All the material is free. It's that the only thing you pay for is just the certification. The exam, really, not really the exam. So once you pass the exam, they will issue the certificate to you.
Okay, so the content is free.
Content is free.
But if you want to get the certificate at the end, you have to pay for that exam component.
Yeah, you're correct. And it's just $15 US.
So, and how often do they have this? Once a month, once a week?
So
the exam
currently,
itself. The exam.
Oh, the exam is just whenever you think you're ready, you could just go ahead and schedule the exam, and that's it.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
You could do the exam. You could just, it depends on, well, most of the exam is remotely, so you could do it from your home, from your office, wherever, once you have good internet connection and so on. So yeah. All right. So also Google. Google is a big tech giant big tech giant, and they're providing a few free certificates. All right, the first one is fundamentals of digital marketing. And for this one, you don't have to pay for the certificate. So this course, it teaches you about how to get your business online. So it talks about how to run ads, how to lure customers to your business. So basically, this one is just focused on how to make the transition from the regular in-store business where person will just walk in to put in your business online, not just locally but also internationally. I believe that this one, I think since the COVID, a lot of persons have started their own business, or they know, or someone knows someone who has started a business, and this is I believe that this is one of the, in my view, this is one of the top certifications. I know that there's a lot of market out there for this one. Also, well, this one, it comes in line with the fundamentals of digital marketing, the basis of digital marketing. I just teach you about the pros and the cons. It also teaches you about how to go about advertising your business online. So as I mentioned before, well, in the bio, I'm currently the social media engineer. I won't say engineer, but I handle the social media for Ken's Furniture, right? And this is a business, it's family-owned business. I started after I've completed the certificate. I went ahead to apply some of the things that I've learned, and since I think I started in about maybe June, and since then our sales have increased to the point where currently we need to employ a few more persons because we're not able to meet the demands.
Hold on there, Levar. You are speaking to young people in the Adopt a Youth Foundation, and you're saying you need to employ more persons. So I think you're gonna get some application in your inbox before the night done. Right, Roche? Right, Jamelia?
So we will need person to just to handle the social media aspect of it, now and then persons will reach out to us asking us different, just handle the social media side of it. And these two certificates, as I mentioned earlier, teaches you how to go about that. Also, they also have a course where they teach you how to get a business online. And this involves creating a website, social media, the different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It teaches you how to incorporate all of those within your business. And as I mentioned before, we have a lot of businesses out there. And so once you get yourself certified, or just it doesn't have to be certified. Once you understand what is required or what this is, then you could just reach out to a business, or reach out. Maybe you could even do volunteer. You could start because when I started, I wasn't making any money. I was doing it to help out my father. And now I actually can see where things have turned around. So you could start by volunteer. If you know someone who has a business, you say, hey, I could handle your social media. I could get more customers. I could teach you how to get your business online. And as I mentioned before, this is free. Okay, no money at all, no money.
Levar, sorry for butting in every minute, but you really tickle me with your presentation. If you don't mind, can you give me a typical earning for somebody who has this basic skill in managing social media? They're not experts and they're not working for like Grace Kennedy or Bank of Jamaica, but they're probably working for somebody who sells drops. and they need Instagram. But how much money someone like that could make on a monthly basis?
All right. All right. Well, it all depends. So one, it depends on. Well, I would say it depends on the inflow of customers. So some person might say, hey, based on every sale you get or every order you get, I want 5% of this. So it depends on how I currently I think about maybe 10% of every sale. So every time I get a new customer, then 10% of that is mine, because they found the business based on what I was advertising or how.
Okay.
So they found the business based on the work that I put in, or so I'm not sure if that answers your question. So there's no fixed cost to it unless
so the pay structure could be based on customer acquisition. So you could negotiate to say, I will take a percentage of the initial revenue earned for a new customer, and subsequently you're not going to pay me for the new customer, but you pay me a flat rate plus a bonus of customer
plus
acquisition.
Yeah.
All right, so it's negotiable then.
It's negotiable. It depends. So promote a business with online advertisement. So online advertisement, I'm going to show you, in the demo, I'm going to show you Ken's Furniture. I'm going to show you when we just started, and upon running the promotion and upon doing a few marketing, I'm going to show you the audience that we were able to reach. And understanding the basic of code. So with Google, I think this is about maybe a 4-hour tutorial course. It will just show you a brief overview of code. I was reading something the other day, and they were saying that once this pandemic over, there will be a massive, I think they said it was a massive change in technology. And I believe that once you're certified in this area, you should be able to hop on that train, so to speak. All right. Any question, guys? Well, we're gonna have a Q&A at the end, but all right. All right. So I'm gonna go along with to web development now. All right. So this will be a giveaway. So I told Jackie that I will be doing a credit giveaway. So can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And if you want me to send the credit to the phones, no problem. Ask the question and I'll send it to them.
All right. So I'm gonna transfer it once the meeting ends. So all right, guys. So does anyone have an idea what WordPress is?
Terrian hand is up. Anybody else?
Guys, it's a $200 credit, digital or Lime. So
I'm only seeing Terrian hand up. I know more persons, but them shy. If you're shy, you won't get the credit.
All right, Terrian, what is WordPress?
Okay, so my understanding of WordPress is it is a platform for web development, I think.
Yeah, you're correct. So WordPress is a free platform used for web development.
I said Camilla's hand is up too.
Camila?
All right, Jamila put on her hand.
Okay, so WordPress is a free platform used for web development. Keyword free, at no cost, okay? So I'm gonna list a few features of WordPress. So WordPress is a free and open source content management system. It's used by 41.4% of the top 10 million websites. So this platform, most companies or website, they use WordPress to build their website. Oh, and I mentioned board is used to develop website. Okay, guys. All right. All right, so guys, I'm gonna start the demo now. Firstly, I'm gonna show you a few websites that I've created using WordPress. One is for a client in the United States. She owns a credit repair. She owns a credit repair business. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. Let me know if you're still seeing my screen.
Still seeing it, man. Loud and clear.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm currently still working on it. You know, time. So I created this using WordPress. If anyone is interested, I will make the time to teach you the basics of how you could get started in web development. Most get started in web development. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a quick walk through this, or just a quick scroll through. Oh, that's wrong. So I think this took me almost maybe a week at most. And guys, this is free. The software that I use is free. And I'm willing to, anyone who's willing to learn these technology, I will be able to, we could arrange and I'll be able to walk you through. You could also do start a business from this where you could become a web developer. And Keynote, as I mentioned before, most persons, they have started a business. And once you have a business, you know, you would need, well, the average person would consider getting a website as well. So the market is there once you apply the knowledge, okay? All right, so I have another one. This is a friend of mine. He wanted to start a delivery service business in Clarendon. I'm still working on it. So the name of it is Creative 2X. And this took me about maybe 2 days just to get the content on it. So it's still a work in progress. So as I mentioned before, guys, this is free. Free in the sense that you do not have to pay to use the software. There's a lot of information. There's lots of resources out there to teach you how to use WordPress. And also, I could be your guide on how to get started and to provide the required resources you would need to start web development. I've added an interactive chat here where you could hello and so on and so forth. And just when I say you do not need any great tech skills to get started. Okay, fairly simple once you I wouldn't say there's no fundamental to it. There's no fundamental to it. It's fairly simple. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you the certificates available from Microsoft. And I'm going to show you how you go about to register and schedule your exam. So this is the website. After I could send this link to Jackie and she will share it with you. So become certified and build your resilience for today's and tomorrow's digital economy. So I'm going to go to the second paragraph. You guys can still see the screen, right?
Yes, sir. We're seeing it and
Okay.
hearing it loud and clear.
Okay, great. So job seekers who have completed training for these Microsoft-specific technical roles can attest that they have been employed for long due to COVID-19 and secure an industry recognized Microsoft certification at a discounted fee of US $15. It's right here. So currently, they have last year they indicated that it would have run to December 2020, but they have extended it. So currently it's to December 30, 2021, and it depends on the COVID-19, depends on how things are. They might extend it, but I would urge you guys, if you're interested, you could just grab along to get started. And as I mentioned, so these are the sub certificates which are available. So we have, I listed a few, but there are, I think, maybe 15. 1, 2, 3. And you guys can upskill. So say, for example, you started with the Azure fundamentals. You could do the Microsoft Azure Administrator. And these certificates, they're recognized internationally. So not just Jamaica, you could go anywhere in the world. You could apply for any job in the world with this certification. Okay, so it's not a situation where, oh, I'm going to do this certification. It's only recognized within Jamaica, anywhere in the world, United States, Canada, wherever. Okay. So say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and select the Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. So this is the AZ. It's called the AZ 900 Microsoft Fundamentals. So as you can see, before it was 99 US. I think that would be maybe about $13,000. If let me do the math. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, it's almost $14,000, almost $15,000, and currently, due to COVID, you're getting it for 15 US dollars, which is 2,200. Okay, so you will just go ahead to click schedule for, and it's pretty and you just walk through the process. You have to create an account, and then, yeah. The resource, I wanted to show you guys the resources. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Google dashboard now. It's right here. So this was the one I was telling you guys about, the fundamentals of digital marketing. At the end of the study, you guys will get a free certification, a free cert. So you have your name on the certificate. Terrian has completed XYZ, and you could add it to your profile whenever you're going to a job interview. You could print your certificate and carry it as well. And they have a few 156 courses. And so what you would do, I believe everyone should have a Google account. So also get a business online and start the course free. It takes about 3 hours, and it will just teach you about the basics of how to get a business online. Okay. I will provide all the necessary links and resources with Jackie if you guys are interested. Okay. All right. So back to the presentation. I'm at the Q&A now. Okay. Yeah, I'm at the Q&A now.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna right into it. Already we have some persons who have indicated that they want the link. They also want to be a part of the training. I saw Jamelia saying she'd like to be training. What I'm gonna do, Levar, is all the persons who are interested, please indicate to us, either to Jackie or myself, not just those who would have indicated in chat before, and we set up a session so that we don't have Levar for several different days of the week, because he's a busy man. All right, so we're gonna coordinate it and get it done. So guys, you have a question? Go ahead now. I agree with Janet. Excellent presentation. So before the question, please, some hand clap emoji, some sevens in the chat. Awesome presentation, Levar. Big up. Well done. Okay, I see a hand here, Delia. You have a question? Go ahead.
Good night, everyone. I must say thank you very much for not being such a, mean individual who, they know that these courses are free and they're available and they keep it to themselves, but you have taken the opportunity to share it with us. And I'm grateful for that. So it was last week I was introduced to this app called Fiverr, where you were able to create gigs. And one of the category that was very popular was web development. So the information that you have given tonight, like I said, it will truly help me as an individual. The question I have for you is, when did you find out about these courses that you have introduced to us?
All right, thanks, Delia. So I found out about these courses. For the Google one, it was this year. No, most of these it was from January of 2021. So it was just this year I found out about it.
All right. Thanks, Levar. Any other question? But one thing I can tell you, if you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll identify you. I was listening to the radio recently, and I heard that Flow offers a lot of courses online that are free. And you have the Hive that employs persons on contract, that you can do short-term contract. Jamelia, go ahead.
Good night, everyone. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Okay, so my question is, you said that it will expire December 30, 2021. So if we start the course before that, do we have to finish it before December 30 as well? Or can we just start it before?
Right, thanks for the question. So the key thing is just to schedule the exam. So the discount will, as I mentioned before, they might extend it, but you could just schedule the exam now. Take about maybe two to 3 months, if so much. It depends on your time. So if you're able to put in maybe about 4 hours a day, you should be able to complete the outline. So with the courses, they provide an outline for you. So you could, as you study the content, you could just tick off where you're at. In the event you're having some issues, there's a ton of YouTube videos out there that provide hands-on training for these courses. Okay, so the key thing is just to schedule the exam first and then just take the time to prepare. I've done the exam, I've done the Azure fundamentals, and I could be your tutor for that one. Okay.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Okay.
That's the word I have to Jamelia, lovely. Right? I agree with Delia. Thanks for you not being mean and actually sharing the information. And also, beyond just making a presentation tonight, you're volunteering to help. That is the Dr. Youth Foundation way. Thank you very much. Other questions, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Just raise your hand. I think it was last year, we had Melarka Williams on as a presenter, and he had indicated that he started a website, a platform called The Hive. And I heard him on Nationwide Radio, where he is partnering with the Flow Foundation. By the way, I taught Melarka in high school. I'm so proud of it, right? And they have businesses, people coming onto that online platform who have IT background, meaning they have probably one of these certifications, and they are working online, some of them part-time because they're studying or they have another job, and they're making money from jobs coming to them around the world, not just Jamaica, not just the Caribbean, not just the Western hemisphere of the world. So what Levar has presented tonight is an opportunity that you can utilize right around the world. And you don't have to be out of high school. You can be in high school doing this. You can be at university doing this. You can be doing another job, and this is a part-time thing, because as Levar says, he is studying, he's finishing up a degree, he is working his family business, and he also does work in this area. So there's a grand opportunity for anyone. And one of the things I love about what Levar presented is some of the learning opportunities, you don't need to have an IT background. So you don't need to have done IT at CAPE or university level. So we have an opportunity here to really upskill and make some money. All right. Any other question? We have an opportunity here. Any other question? Just raise your hand and let us go. Yes, Debbie, go ahead.
When is his first class?
We need to arrange that, okay? So write down your name.
If you're interested,
right?
Miss Debbie will take your name.
Okay, so
Yes,
so far, all right, so far Jackie has Jamelia,
Add me
has
to that
Janet,
too, please. You can add me to that too, please.
Janet, and Debbie.
Delia
Okay.
Johnson.
You can add Jennifer to that too, Jennifer Williams.
Jennifer, okay, awesome. Jennifer, right?
Thank you.
Greetings,
ladies.
Jennifer, good to have you.
Thank
So
you.
far, all I have are women. Are the men interested in being a part of this thing that's going on?
All right, which man we have on the call? Mikey?
Are any of
Yep.
our males interested? I see
We have a lot of men
I
on
see
the call.
Brown. I know all those people are male, but it's okay. It's not.
It's
a-
okay. If
choice.
it is limited, that is okay, because the opportunity is not lost. It's not that you have to rush it. No, it continues indefinitely. All right. Well, if we have no further question, I want to say on Janet, do you have a question?
No, I was just gonna say to Levar, you know, I feel very proud to see a young Black man take that stand into going into his own business. Sorry for my throat, and continue on that journey. And one of the things I must say, knowledge is power. However, applied knowledge makes it better. And for you to be sharing with the organization what you've learned and even brought it in and show what you're doing. Back in the days, many persons would hide these material from people, not for them to see so that they can get ahead. So it goes to show what Adapa Youth is doing. Very well done, Levar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. So on that note, I want to add to what not only Janet has said, but Daly and others. This has been a great presentation, Levar. I want to big you up. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Thanks for sharing the opportunity. Thanks for making yourself available to share even further. The Dr. Youth Foundation was established in 2020 for things such as this, giving young people an opportunity to have developmental scope that can make money, that can focus them in the right direction, and it can change their life for themselves and their family. And tonight, we are grateful to have one of our very own, Levar Farquaharson, who shared his passion, his love for the IT industry and what we can use it for in a time of COVID. I want to thank everyone for coming on this evening, for being a part of this personal development session. It has been a pleasure working with you. We, on a Friday evening like this, we have a wealth of knowledge transfer. We also have opportunities. By the way, I want to say this. I am someone who employ talents, and I conduct interview many times, right? And one of the things that I look for when I'm doing an interview and I'm going to employ someone is that they have more than just the basic or the minimum. Also, as a mentor, I love to have persons really demonstrate that they have a passion and they just need help. If it is that there's anyone here who needs help in any way, reach out to us at the Dr. Youth Foundation. If it is that you don't even have the money to do the courses, not about the free one. If you don't have the money to the free course, I can't help you, right? But we are prepared to extend ourselves to give support, right? We have on the call this evening, Miss Jennifer Williams. Jennifer Williams is our newest director in the Adopt a Youth Foundation. I want to welcome her to the Adopt a Youth Foundation. Thanks for choosing to share your skill set. And a part of the portfolio that Jennifer has is to help persons, help mentees to get access to support services, right? Thanks, Jennifer. You want to say anything?
Well, hello, everyone. I didn't realize I was going to say anything. I can't wait to meet all of you by seeing your faces to begin with. And I don't have much to say right now. I just like to listen. And
that's okay.
And for the young man that just did the presentation, very articulate, very clear and precise. Love it. Keep up the good work. And thanks for sharing. Okay.
Bless you. Thanks, Jennifer. Am I missing anyone else? Jackie, am I missing anything?
Hello, sir.
Am I missing anything?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Right, nothing right
Great.
now.
All right. It is my pleasure now to hand over to the youth leaders of the AWC, Amanda and Mavornine Edwards. Well, Amanda Lawrence and Mavornine Edwards, who will take us into the Youth in Expression portion of our Friday evening. And the Youth in Expression this evening is going to be super fun. Margot, Mandy, take it away.
Sir, before you hand over, sorry, there was this message that was sent to our group. One of our mentees, Jada Virgo, who is a student at UE, is UE? Just let me make sure. She's one of the a dental student, and she needs participants in a program that they are doing for persons who have never gone to the dentist and need some oral health check. So if you know anyone, you can always refer to that person. The message is in the mentors and
It's
the
in
mentors
there.
group.
Okay.
So just
all right. So that is
to
free
help out
dental
Jada.
care for specific persons.
No, sir, it's not free, but it starts from 2.5 to 7.5.
Okay, it's not free.
So these persons who would have never gone to the dentist before, and they need to get that done. So
All right, could you
it's the aid
reshare it in
for
the
exam.
WhatsApp group, because
Yes.
the details will be there spelled out.
Right.
All right, thank you very much. All right, over to you, Marva and Mandy.
Good evening, everyone. How is everybody doing? Are you guys ready?